Hi, welcome to FoxSports.com's draft coverage right outside Radio City Music Hall. He is Charles Davis. You are Brian Billick. I am Laura Oakman. We are talking about the Oakland Raiders, who traded down from 3 to 12. They got DJ Hayden, quarterback. That's the guy that they've been targeting all along, you say?
I think that they've been targeting Sharif Floyd, but that was at number 3 when they were originally in that position. The word was that they were going to move back, still try to get Floyd, and then the talk was pick up a pick somewhere and use it on Hayden even later in the draft. Obviously, the phones weren't working that way for them. They got back as far as they could, made the decision, and went with DJ Hayden. I think it's a mild surprise, but I think you're right, Laura. They targeted him, but I don't think they wanted to get him here. I think they wanted to get him later and still get Sharif Floyd, but it looks like their backs were against the wall, and they chose one, and that was DJ Hayden. And this interesting part for me, Coach, is when was the time DJ Hayden jumped off the board for you? When did you start really hearing DJ Hayden's name in this process?
Yeah, it wasn't until late in the draft.
I mean, it's been in the last 2-3 weeks, really, where DJ Hayden became evident that he was that good, in large part because of the injury. Last year, he got kicked in practice. At one point during the time when they attended to him, there's about an hour where they weren't sure he was going to live. That's how catastrophic this injury was. So I'm sure a lot of teams didn't even have him on their board because of that injury. The Raiders did. They made the move, and I know that he moved up to number 1 corner on the people who had him on the board. He was one of the better players.
And so that means the top 2 corners that have gone, D. Milner from Alabama and DJ Hayden, both had medical issues and serious medical issues that you have to consider. They're worried about DJ Hayden. Some people are that is he going to really be physical enough?
Right.
Has this scarred him a little bit in terms of, at least in the first year, how physical we come back? This is where we thought we might see a run on these corners. I don't know that we thought Milner was going to go, but when one went, we thought we might see, okay, if it is Hayden first, then Milner, and then now Xavier Rhodes.
If you're Xavier Rhodes, saddle up.
Yeah, because it's going to happen here in the next couple.
Your old Tennessee teammate, Reggie McKenzie, the GM of Oakland, said this draft isn't about need, which we hear so many GMs and coaches say. When you have this many holes, it's about the best player available right now.
Yeah, and
like that at 12.
That's what general managers say.
That's
coaches, let me tell you. It's about.
Yeah,
I need.
And I hope that the owner has said that that's okay. You know, that's what you're hoping, that the owner, now Mark Davis, is in tandem with Reggie McKenzie. And I know that in recent weeks there was a really positive article where Mark Davis talked about Reggie McKenzie doing exactly what we talked about, executing the plan, very happy with where we're going. The point that you raised, not about need, it's about the best players. That signifies to me that the Raiders are saying, okay, we're trying to get the best players we can. We'll worry about the rest of it later.
But what player could the Oakland Raiders take
that wouldn't be a need?
Legitimately say, oh, yeah, this is a need.
This is a need.
Yeah.
So we're taking the best player on the board, sure. And oh, by
he's
the
a
way,
need.
It happens to be a need because we got a lot of them.
One of the needs, Carson Palmer got out of town. Matt Flynn now the guy. How do you feel about Matt?
We don't know. We don't know. We thought a lot of him when he came out of Green Bay. You know, we had that game, if you remember. We had the 6 touchdown passes against Detroit. Got into Seattle. Obviously, the story with Russell Wilson. We don't know about Matt Flynn. It's a year removed now, and sure, why not? But they're going to have to surround him with some things and give him a chance.
We do know that his agent is a very happy person.
He just keeps like Kevin Cobb. He keeps bouncing around with a new contract.
He is Jesse James, no pistols, all right? He is getting that money hand and foot. I mean, it is working for him really well. But this is Matt's opportunity because last year, getting beaten out like that, and what was interesting to me, when you bring in a free agent like that, that means the owner's got to be all in with you in Seattle. Right, the owner's got to say, okay, it's okay if you want to go ahead and do that, because that's set 2 times they did it.
Yeah, gave $10 million to Matt Flynn. We traded away a second-round pick for Charlie Whitehurst. We don't want to do any of that. We want to go with Russell Wilson.
And it paid off for them. Now Matt Flynn gets his opportunity.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. And thank you for watching. For all your draft coverage, make sure to keep it logged on right here to FoxSports.com.